One of our divisions is working in the psychiatry area, and we strongly believe people with mental illnesses deserve the quality of life every other human being does. However, stigmatization is one of the biggest issues that stands in front of the treatment of mental illnesses. People suffering from depression, bipolar disease, schizophrenia are also suffering from the ignorance and prejudice in the society. As we all know, the things we don't know scare us. So since 2014, we are fighting against stigmatization as Abdi İbrahim Otsuka. We have started a program called Do Not Ignore, and we have made a lot of activities under the roof in order to increase the awareness and to increase the level of knowledge about mental illnesses in Turkey. We have made an exhibition that reached more than 2 million people in 5 cities. We have made a lot of educational programs together with key opinion leaders for patients, caregivers, doctors, and the rest of the society in order to increase the awareness. Because the society needs to embrace people who have mental illnesses. In 2019, we made the first and the most comprehensive research in Turkey together with the Schizophrenia Patients Federation and Xsights Research Company. Our aim with this research was to produce the stigmatization map of Turkey and base our strategic action plan on real, valuable data that will be collected from the more than 1,000 participants that attended the research. Unfortunately, the results were very dramatic. More than 60% of the society doesn't want to get together with any schizophrenia patient, no matter what the occasion is. 10% of the society thinks schizophrenia is contagious, and we all know what contagious means and how we react to it, especially in the COVID era. So this research has really helped us create our vision based on valuable, real data in order to go forward. Because this is a big fight, it's a long road, and having based our strategy on data is making us stronger. I strongly believe also that this research has been a very good example of collaboration between a pharmaceutical company, an NGO, and a research company, full of people who are very sensitive and who really passionately want to make a difference in the world. I would like to thank the ESOMAR Foundation for this award, as it has been very motivating for us to go ahead. Thank you very much.
Hi, I am Çiğdem Penn. I'm the founder of Xsights Research and Consultancy. At Xsights, we are committed to conduct excellent research. And in this survey, we opted for a robust, nationally representative sample with set quotas on age, gender, employment status, and income level. We reached out to a total of 1,030 respondents in September 2019 after carefully designing the questionnaire with input from academics who are very experienced in their fields. Our researchers have piloted the questionnaire several times, and our fieldwork has conducted face-to-face interviews in respondents' homes after receiving sensitivity training and a lot of information about schizophrenia. Our research revealed that high levels of awareness about a mental illness can be quite helpful with early diagnosis, but it may also cause a lot of stigmatization. In our sample, respondents were highly aware of depression and schizophrenia. While they did not attach any stigmatization to depression, the story for schizophrenia was very different. Interestingly, our survey revealed that large parts of the society has actually been exposed to schizophrenia, with 16% of the sample having a close relative and 29% of respondents having a friend diagnosed with the condition. While 62% claimed to know about the illness, 31% had actually looked for specific information about it. And the most common source of information was family and friends, with minimal reference to mental health workers. Sadly, but perhaps not surprisingly, our survey found out about some misfortunate myths about schizophrenia. For example, 39% of respondents thought that patients are aggressive and dangerous. 26% believed that they could not possibly work. 20% didn't think they could live outside of a mental institution. And 19% believed that the condition is caused by black magic or voodoo. Along with these findings, the deep roots of stigmatization revealed themselves in our survey, with 39% of respondents not wanting to be a colleague with a schizophrenic patient, 32% of them not wanting to sit next to a schizophrenic patient, 30% of them not wanting them as a friend, and 29% of respondents not wanting them as neighbors. Considering the fact that schizophrenia can be cured and that the patients can live a normal life when integrated to the society, our survey was able to depict how unfair and unfortunate the consequences of stigmatization are due to this gap between public perception and the reality.
We as Abdi İbrahim Otsuka are thankful to the ESOMAR Foundation for this very valuable award. It's really motivating us. We will continue our fight against stigmatization for people who are suffering from mental illnesses. I think this project has been a very good example of collaboration between a pharmaceutical company, an NGO, and a research company to make a difference in the society. Thank you very much.
A huge thanks to ESOMAR Foundation for recognizing our efforts in this survey. It is with great honor and pleasure we receive this award, and it has given us huge amounts of motivation to keep up our work with non-for-profit organizations. I am confident that together we can make sure that research contributes to make the world a better place.
How delightful, it's just amazing. And now, Professor, are you there? Can we hear some of the background from you? Because you've done a lot of the hard work over many years. You might, yeah, go for it. Haldun, go for it. You might be on mute. Alfonso, Haldun, I don't know about anyone else. I can't hear you. I don't know if you're on mute. That's probably the most overused phrase in the world right now.
Ses duyuyorum ben kendimi.
Haldun, we're lip reading, but none of us are very good at that. No. Well, look, Elif, Haldun, I'm sorry that part didn't quite work, but can I ask you all a question, really simply, in the time we have?
Yes.
Why did you do this, and how did it feel when how did it feel in terms of what you did?
Yeah. As I briefly mentioned, hello everyone, by the way. Is the sound okay?
Yes.
Okay. Good. As I briefly mentioned, as Abdi İbrahim Otsuka, we have a psychiatry division, and we have been working in that area since 2014 and have seen a lot. And we are constantly in collaboration with our professors like Dr. Haldun Soygur. Unfortunately, I think there's something wrong with the microphone right now. I hope they can solve it. But we have observed a lot of doctors, a lot of patients, and caregivers who are going through this, who are a dramatic example I can give you about why we started doing this could be the newspapers. Can you hear me well? I hear some.
Yeah. We can. Yeah, I think the professor is now on, Elif, and
okay.
Look, it's amazing. Thank you. I mean, it's great what you've done. Professor.
Yeah.
May I speak to you?
May I speak?
Yes. Please.
Yes. Okay. I'm sorry for microphone problem. I'm Haldun. I have been working as a psychiatrist for 30 years. My specialty in psychiatry is schizophrenia, other psychotic disorders. I have always been in a search throughout of my professional journey to gain the best understanding of psychiatry. During this search, I tried to renew myself in a wide spectrum from psychodrama to psychopharmacology, besides my formal psychiatric training. All of them were so meaningful and useful, but one of them especially important for me, for us, it brings along being an activist as well. There are two main issues for us. First, mental health services must be strictly within life and society. And second, stigma and discrimination. In doing so, it's necessary for all relevant stakeholders to create a true collaboration. This collaboration will create real equality in the final stage. Achieving all of these will only be possible by recognizing stigma, understanding stigma, and fighting with stigma. So stigma for us is the main topic to be addressed. The real question was, how do Turkish people perceive schizophrenia? We started a cooperation with Abdi Ibrahim Otsuka and Xsights. That was a great collaboration. This initiative has been an important source of motivation for us. Now, I'm ending my speech with a very inspiring quotation from the schizophrenia patient's phrase. A fragile ego left alone remains fragile. Medication or superficial support alone is not a substitute for the feeling that one is understood another human being. I would like to thank each of all for your sensitivity to this topic, and thank you for your kind interest. It's an honor for me to be here with you. Open the doors. Thank you.
Haldun, look, the honor is ours genuinely, and the point of this competition was to acknowledge and celebrate the amazing work of people like yourself, Elif, Çiğdem. Thank you. And look, those of you that are interested, we're going to go to the Speakers Lounge. There's lots to talk about. Come and join us. But I rarely, for me, I'm going to finish on time. So ESOMAR, my last thing is to say, ESOMAR, this is just amazing that you've put this on, by the way, remotely. I bow and honor, how you've managed to do this. Thank you. All right.